Social media was sure scratching its head last night after 3 calls went against the Bengals. First, the Chiefs got a free replay on 3rd down due to a clock issue. Then late in the 4th, an intentional grounding penalty called on Joe Burrow. That one put the Bengals in a 3rd and long situation. And then that unnecessary roughness call that put the Chiefs into field goal range for the game-winning kick. Shannon, we'll start with you. How much impact did the referees actually have on last night's Bengals-Chiefs game?
None. Skip, even though they called intentional grounding on Joe Burrow, they picked up the 1st down on the 3rd and 16. So that no harm, no foul. You got out of that one. Okay, on the clock redo, Skip, you saw the official running down on the field. He's not in the field to play, so he's running on the field trying to stop it. Okay, the next situation, you get a sack. Eli Apple is holding the guy. And when he shoved Mahomes, Skip, Mahomes damn near sitting on the bench, and the man shoves him. I mean, was that not a foul?
That was a foul.
So I don't really think I thought the officials did a great job of trying to stay out of the ball game. But when the plays get egregious, Skip, they don't have a choice. Yeah, you can call holding on a lot of plays on the offensive line. I thought there was one on Frank Clark that they let slide. And I'm sure that on the touchdown that Pacheco got early in the game, they called that. But I don't think, to me personally, and I'm not saying this just because the Chiefs won, I don't think the officiating had an impact on the game.
Okay. It did in subtle ways, because the first play in question is the phantom play, the do-over play, the what just happened play, because he goes to Kelsey for about 5 yards of the 9 that he needed, and the play ends, and nothing happens, and the punt team runs onto the field, and they're getting ready to punt, and all of a sudden, the ref is trying to stop the game. Well, you're so late that it's a terrible look. And somehow the clock had malfunctioned, right? Okay, well, what are you doing? Because it looks so bad, and it forces the Bengals defense to play, to me, 4 more plays that they didn't need to play.
Well, so Skip, it wasn't like they was worn out.
Okay, but maybe it cost them a little bit at the end. It wasn't fair. And Zach Taylor's over there losing his mind. Like, what are you doing?
Because I had never seen anything like this before either.
Well, right, because I still don't really get what it was. Maybe technically that the clock didn't start on time.
When I saw the offense run back on the field, I was like, he going for it on 4th down in this area?
No, because they said we're going to do it over. Wait, we're back to 3rd and 9 again?
And that's why I was confused, and I was like, so what happened? And then I turned the side because I wanted to see, because I thought he was going for it. And then the guy was explaining what transpired, that the clock malfunctioned. He was trying to signal, so it was like the play didn't happen.
It's like the play didn't happen? Are you kidding? And all of a sudden, Mahomes gets sacked, and I think, justice, like that's justice. No, Eli Apple, of all people, the cigar smoker, is down there grabbing somebody, right? And it was clearly a penalty, okay? And all of a sudden, the sack gets canceled out. Okay, now, we disagree on the intentional grounding. I thought Burrow was trying to get it in the neighborhood of P. Ryan, who was going out for a route, and they said on TV, well, the 2 receivers had vacated. Well, no, P. Ryan hadn't, and to Jim Nance's credit, he immediately said, wait a second, P. Ryan's right there, and he's under siege, and so he throws it into the ground, but I think he was restricted in his ability to cleanly throw the football.
I got the same address as in 90210, but I ain't nowhere near Rodeo Drive.
Okay.
So in other words, I ain't in that area.
You're close enough.
No, it's not. I ain't close enough.
You're close enough, actually. You could walk there if you really wanted to.
I could. I literally could walk.
So the point is that, Burrow dug him out of the burrowed hole because he throws it on the next play to Hayden Hurst. But again, it's 9 precious yards that you lose on that play. I don't know. Could that advance if he'd thrown a 23-yard pass on the next play? It would have gotten you 9 more yards closer to a field goal, right? I mean, there are little nuanced plays, but they're blown calls to me that don't actually impact the scoreboard directly, but in the big picture, they impact the football game, and they make it not a cleanly officiated football game.
I mean, we can always go back and look, but I think the one is that everybody got up in arms about is the most egregious, is the one that was the right call.
It was the right call. And it's like we had 2 calls over the weekend. We had LeBron gets hacked on the forearm, and the whole world gets, that's a missed call. And this was not a missed call because this was egregious. You know?
And like you said, I mean, I don't understand his explanation. I just think, Skip, he like, man, I ran all this way, man. I'm going to do something.
Yeah, he's just a little overamped.
Yeah,
he's trying too hard.
Yes.
He said he was trying to reroute him, redirect him, so because if you go backward out of bounds, then the clock.
Right, but you shoved him in the back.
Okay, and remember, Kansas City's out of timeouts. So
out of timeouts.
Okay, I got it. Not only did he shove him in the back, but Joseph Osai hurt his knee, and it looked not good to me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He sort of stubs it in the ground and went over, and I don't know if it hyperextended. It didn't look that good to me.
I agree.
So it was like insult to injury at that.
Yeah, that's the thing. I got a 15-yard penalty that put him closer to the field goal, and I hurt myself on the play.
God, what a terrible way to end that game.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, not the ending anybody wanted, guys. All right, before we wrap Undisputed today, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers' future. Is it just a done deal? He's going to get traded? That's coming up next here on FS1. Championship game. Starting with Mike Hilton calling the Chiefs Stadium Burrowhead. And it certainly didn't stop there. Even the mayor got involved. Check it out.
Whereas Joseph Lee Burrow, who's 3-0 against Mahomes, has been asked by officials to take a paternity test confirming whether or not he's his father.
Hey, I got some wise words for that Cincinnati mayor. Know your role and shut your mouth, you jabroni. You gotta fight for your right to party!
Travis Kelce is just a gem, isn't he? What would we do without him? All right, Shannon, how much do you think all that trash talking played into the Chiefs' win? How much was bulletin board material?
I promise you, he ain't slept yet. Kelce hasn't slept yet. Skip, I don't think it played any role. I mean,
Really?
I don't, Skip, because I've never seen a mayor go this far. You know, to read a declaration saying that, you know, he's taking a paternity test to see if he's the father of Patrick Mahomes. I've never seen a mayor, you know, they had good trash talking. You know, okay, if we beat you, you send us some syrup or some sausages, you know, whatever the local cuisine is.
It goes in one eye and out the other.
Right, you know, Skip, okay.
Nobody cares.
I want 50 pounds of barbecue. Well, I want 50 pounds. I think Cincinnati's known for cheese chili or chili of some kind. Well, give me 50 pounds of chili or 50 gallons of chili. Okay, something like that. But to go to this point, but I think it was Joe Mixon. Skip, but I'm trying to figure out, hold on, why y'all talking? Okay, y'all had a nice, surprising run, but y'all haven't established the permanence like the Chiefs. This is 5 straight years they've been in the AFC Championship game. Now, if the Chiefs was talking, I was like, okay, y'all did win the Super Bowl. Y'all do have a league MVP. So I get all that. Skip, Joe Mixon said at the end of the day, what people got to know and understand is that we the big dog in the AFC. That's just what it is. For anything to happen, it goes through us. Win. Everybody always said the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC goes through Arrowhead.
Yeah.
And then you follow it up, we're going to take everybody's best shot, whether it's the Bills, whether it's the Ravens, bulletin board material for anybody. The facts are the facts. When it comes down to it, we know we take the field, can't nobody touch us when we play our best. Well, hell, everybody says that. We play our best, you play your best, you can't beat us. But I just didn't understand why all of a sudden they just started doing all that chirping. They started feeling good about themselves, Skip. You know, you go to Super Bowl, you know, hey, yeah, you start preening and puff your chest out.
Yeah.
Bro, slow that down. Y'all got to win something to be talking like I said, y'all the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies and the Bengals are exactly the same. Y'all really, you win.
Except one went to the final, so to speak, of the Super Bowl.
But you puff your chest. Golden State, take off. I ain't got no problem. Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond, them say, hey, we the beast, we the best in the West.
Yep.
And if anything that wants to happen in the West, it's got to come through us.
Okay.
How am I going to debate that 4 times in 6 years? But, Bengals, come on now. Y'all ain't accomplished enough to be talking like this.
I think they talked themselves right into a hole yesterday because I do think this had a cumulative buildup of impact on the Chiefs because, as Mahomes said after the game, I've never seen our team so pumped up.
Yeah.
Well, he means his whole time he's been in Kansas City because they came out spitting fire.
Right.
They wanted that game a little more than I thought the Bengals wanted it. I thought they played a little harder than the Bengals played. And it started with the mayor, but then there was Mike Hilton is on the sideline at Buffalo screaming to the cameras, we're coming to Burrowhead.
Right.
You can't do that to that guy at his house.
And then Eli Apple talking about 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Now you on a flight to Cancun right back.
And by the way, Eli Apple lit up a cigar in the postgame locker room of a divisional win at Buffalo as did some of his teammates.
You're not allowed, if you've been on 4 teams in 6 years, you're not allowed to smoke cigars. Smoking should be hazardous for your health.
And what did Patrick say after the game? I don't think we have any cigars, but we'll be ready to go to the Super Bowl, which was a shot at them.
But Skip, he's talking like he's Sauce Gardner. He's talking like he derailed Revis. Like if Revis, from what I hear, Revis didn't do a whole lot of talking. No. But if Revis wanted to talk, time didn't